Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Millionaire Online. Now today I'm taking you to a country that uses a currency called Pula. Probably you have heard that currency before. And so of course Kenya, we use Kenya shillings. That is why we are going to to get some dollars so that when we get there we can also exchange them for some Pula. We get our passports ready, yellow fever, and of course this certificate that was very important at that time. And of course we are ready, and the country that we're going to in 3, 2, 1, Botswana. And here we go. Now, before tuende sana, let's learn a few things about Botswana. Now, Botswana is in the southern part of Africa, and of course, it is bordered by South Africa, Namibia, Zimbabwe, and of course, it's also bordered by Zambia. There is a river between Zambia and Botswana, and of course, there is a famous bridge called the Kizangule Bridge. And by the way, guys, do you know that this country is bigger than Kenya? Just wait a moment. Now, there we go. Now, on your screen, you can see that Kenya is at 367 square kilometers, while Botswana there imeishinda kidogo tu. But now, just wait a moment. I'll just show you something here. Something that is a bit weird. Now, Botswana has a population of only 2.3 million, and it is bigger than Kenya. Now, wait a moment. Let's compare. Kenya iko wangapi? 47.5 million. Where Kenyans na kuzaana. I think inafaa tufanye kitu. Family planning nayo. Okay. I think tumebonga sana. Now let's start our journey. Shall we? Sawa. Do you see how we are on that Kauba heading to the airport at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport? It's around like ni kama kitu ka 5:30. Flight ni around 8. There we are pale tuna bookings nini of course, and it's time now sasa kwenda to go to the airplane tuangalie kama tutafika Botswana. Of course we are flying Kenya Airways, being true Kenyans as we are, and of course we are getting ready, waiting kidogo, and unfortunately the pilot announces that we have to delay our flight because of what? As you can see, that plane has been given priority. It means that ni plane ya nani? Jaden mwenyewe. And of course, this is the part that you've been waiting for. We met the President of the Republic of Kenya on his way to, some country. I think it was Zambia, because the President of Zambia was being sworn in. It is 8:21. After the President has left, it is time for ordinary Kenyans to leave. We are on the air. But of course, pale njiani we see kuna masinari, as you know. There you can see that is this is Mount Kilimanjaro. Mount Kilimanjaro inajulikana for the beautiful scenery. Just I've thrown a few pictures there uone vile. Sometimes kama uko na do, you decide to go on a vacation. Ndio. And people, of course, it's time to snap away, kupiga picha at least, kushare, so that people know that indeed you are on that plane to Botswana. But remember that this plane is actually not going to Botswana direct. We are going to Johannesburg first. There is no plane that goes to Botswana direct. And in case you're wondering, that is Lake Malawi. Now, 3.5 hours later, it is time now to land at the Oliver Tambo International Airport in Johannesburg, South Africa. We'll be there almost for like 5 hours as we wait to connect to Botswana. And by the way, that time that you spend at the airport connecting flights is what we call layover time. Najua sasa unajua. Wow! Imagine 5 hours just at the same place, because we can't leave the airport because we don't have visas to enter South Africa. But anyway, some hot dog, madollars zispendiwe. And within no time, we are on another plane going to Botswana. Nika plane ka kitambo kidogo, but we'll have to bear with the people of Botswana, and within no time, like roughly an hour or so, there we go. We arrive at that name is quite hard, Seretse Hama International Airport in Botswana. and probably I'll just get someone to pronounce that name. Now Seretse was the first president of this country, just as Jomo Kenyatta was the first president of Kenya. Seretse okay, was also the first president of Botswana. Of course, there we are, the car there that is taking us to our hotel room. I'll just show you hotel in a few. But as we are on the road, we notice that watu wa Botswana, the people of Botswana, they like jogging so much. Now, there we go. There's a new thing there. Nairobi has a population of 4.3 million, almost double that one of Botswana. Where? And of course, the people of Botswana are jogging. Probably you might ask why they are jogging. And probably it's around 5-ish Apple. And remember that this country, at this time, they had banned alcohol. So there's nothing else to do apart from at least jogging. And of course, the government encouraged jogging due to, COVID, just to strengthen your immunity. And that is why you can see that most Botswana, the Tswana, they call them the Tswana, are jogging on the streets. Imagine ati sahi ni rush hour in Botswana. Watu wangu wa Mombasa Road. Mnanifeel? But anyway, we are heading to the hotel there. A few, stops there. But as you can see on the right, ile ndio billboard Upper Botswana. Now, as we proceed, you'll realize that there isn't much of high-rise buildings in Botswana. Probably this has something to do with the population, because you get the countries that are much populated, they tend to go up. And of course, they have a lot of respect towards, pedestrians crossing, or for zebra crossing in short. It's getting dark, we can't see much of the city today, and of course we must respect the curfew. During this time it was COVID time, and of course there was curfew put in place probably to limit movement, and there we are. So this city that most people call Gaborone is named after a chief called Gaborone. So instead of saying Gaborone, you should say Gaborone. And since I've also been to Botswana, you can also call this city Gabs, just venye watu sema nai. After the long journey, of course, I'm tired, but I promise you that I'll bring you a very conclusive video of the hotel that we stayed in Botswana. And by the way, this series doesn't end here. Now, on our next episode, we'll travel almost 2,500 kilometers on the famous Trans-Kalahari Highway. And of course, we'll take you to the Kalahari Desert. And also, we'll be looking more into different places of Botswana, including the expansive Kalagadi district. Now, stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, like, and stay tuned for our next video right here in Botswana.